Hi, Coach. Jennifer Hammond, Fox 2 Detroit. Talk to me just a little bit about the 1 versus 8 these days in the postseason, and if there is such a thing as a David and Goliath anymore in the NHL playoffs.
Not with parity. I don't think that exists anymore. And, I've been mentioning that for the last couple of days about the percentage of upsets in the first round over the years. So it just goes to prove you that anything can happen in the playoffs. We've seen it many times before, and I don't expect that to change this year also.
Does that put you guys a little more on alert, so to speak? I mean, with...
Well, we never get comfortable. We've always talked about that. No matter what we accomplish, we always know it's that the good things happen from hard work. So the minute we stop working hard and then focusing on the areas we need to focus on, things can change. So that's always been our approach.
Mick Claude Julien, Standard Times of Bedford. Puck management, always a big thing for you guys, win or lose. How do you feel like your team has performed down the stretch here in the puck management area of your game?
And good enough to finish tops in the league there, Mick. You know, we talk about that stuff. There's some nights that it's better than others, but overall I think we've done a pretty good job.
Back here, Farhan Algi from TSN. Chris Kelly and Danny Pye, any update? Any chance they play tonight?
No updates on those guys.
Claude, Mike Loftus, Patriot Ledger. Just to follow up on the first question, not a 1 versus 8, but the bracket thing now. I know you never look past your first round, but I mean to know that it's not going to be reseeded, and you know there is a kind of a defined thing about who the next round would be. Do you have an opinion on that, or
Well, it's a format that I think was based on creating more interest in the playoffs, and I think it's worked so far when you look at some of the matchups that have happened. So, you know, we as coaches just go about our business depending on what is decided, and you know, the one advantage I guess you have is you have an idea of who you would play in the next round, which I should say, which teams are going at each other, and then you're going to be taking on the winner of that one if you get past your round. So that's about it. Before, there's sometimes waiting till the last minute to find out if this team won or that team won. It'd be a different opponent, so you had 2 different opponents that you could play. Now it's all based in one series, so you have an idea of which series you need to watch if need be.
Ken Cal, Detroit Red Wings Radio. We're here. Claude, what are your overall impressions of the Detroit Red Wings and how they play?
They play the same way they've played for forever. You know, their personnel has changed. You know, they've got some younger bodies. They've lost obviously some good players, but you know, let's not kid ourselves. They replaced them with some pretty good young ones as well. So they're still the same. They love their puck management. They play a good defensive game. They got layers, and they certainly have guys that can score some goals for them, and that's been proven there in the last little while. They've had a lot of injuries this year, but it's allowed those young players, I think, to develop. I've seen a lot of those young players get better as the year has gone on here. So again, it's going to be a real tough opponent for us.
Coach Trevor Thompson, Fox Sports Detroit. The season series, the Wings won it 3-1. They took the last meeting from you. How do you change that as far as maybe adjustments you make for the first round of the playoffs, and how does it change as far as the playoffs versus regular season for your team?
It doesn't change anything. Like it doesn't matter what the season record was. Playoffs is a whole new ball game. It's the same for us. It doesn't matter that we finish atop the league. That doesn't matter anymore. All it gave us is a home ice advantage. Now we start from scratch, and same thing is going to apply to this series here. So we haven't looked at the finishes, or because you know we lost that game. We felt we could have won game 2 here. We totally dominated, but at the end of the night, the score wasn't what it should have been. So you can spend a lot of time looking at those, or you can focus on what you need to do moving forward, and that's what we've chosen to do.